I know the reason why you clicked on this video is to know how to pass your post-UTME for this year. There are 4 courses you have to fill in for the post-UTME. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. Please don't make this your last. Subscribe down below, the big red button that says subscribe, and click the bell icon next to you to get notified anytime I post a new video. It's all about cutoff mark. If you get the cutoff mark, it depends on the university system, because this time around it's not about cutoff mark. In jamb you can get cutoff marks, but then they use point system in the university during post-UTME. After post-UTME they use point system, like the combination of your post-UTME score, waec and jamb, and they'll add it all together, divide it by a number, and maybe no, it's like there's a way they solve it. I will have tried to browse it and research it and then put the link down below so you guys can find out. Like I said, I just want to explain the mechanism of everything, because getting a high score in post-UTME will help you regardless. It will help you in so many ways, especially if you cross the cutoff mark, but mainly because it's not the cutoff mark. The cutoff mark, the jamb cutoff mark, helps you to be able to qualify for the exams to apply for the course you want. But the post-UTME score is just an addition to the combination of your jamb and your waec, because they need the 3 of them together. It is depending on the university and depending on the set. The university system is trying to reset, like it's trying to go back to normal. So last year they didn't write post-UTME. They used their waec and their jamb to grade them, and it was really nice. It's really nice when that happens, but it's also better for you to also prepare for the exam. I'm just here to give you 6 tips on how to pass your post-UTME if your university is writing the post-UTME. First of all, always make use of the university past questions. Go and look for them online or purchase them anywhere. If the university might even have it, or someone you know might have it. If you're going to Unizik, especially in Nigeria, you have to have a Unizik past questions, and jamb will not work for it. Jamb and post-UTME, they don't set the same questions, so if you think you can get away with that, it's not going to work. University system have their own way of setting questions, and there's no way you're going to know if you don't have their past questions. You have to know, like I said. If you watch my last video, how to pass jamb, go watch the video. The video is up here. If you want to know how to pass your post-UTME, you have to also be able to know the kind of questions that is being set, which will help you navigate your reading method and your reading style to be able to maximize your study time. That's just the truth. And then on the day of the exams, one more tips on how to write all these big exams, just leave the comment down below. More videos on exams and I will give you the tips. Anyway, the thing is that you can manifest, you can attract, but without working hard you won't get it. So if you want to know how to attract and how to manifest the scores you want by working hard or whatever, also comment it down below and I'll be happy to make that video. Anyway, let's move on. These other tips, the next 5 tips I'm going to give you, is for during the exams, so it can help you to be able to maximize and to help you to get very high scores in the exams. That's why I said, if the university is not writing post-UTME, that's good for you, because they'll just use your jamb and your waec, which favors students a lot. I've heard last year they favored a lot of students. So during the exam, these are the 5 things you need to make sure you do. Number 1, go early to the exam. I'm a very huge believer in going early to the exam, because if you go early to the exam, you're able to be calm. You'll be able to gather yourself before you enter the exam hall, because if you're panting, if you're sweating, if you're tensed, you don't know what to write, or you forget everything you've read. It might even take you, even if you don't forget, it might take you a while. You'll not focus. And anyway, so for those that their exam centers are going to be, especially if your university of choice is far away from where you live, better for you to go there early, not on that day, because on that day you never know whether your exam is in the afternoon, in the night, or in the morning. You have to still go there early, be there in the morning, even if your paper is in the afternoon time and evening time, because they have specific times for the exams. So you have to be there regardless of what time you have. Always be there early, so you even see when people are coming out and you're like, you know, you gauge it and everything. It's not going to be the same. Not allow tension to enter you, but just know that being early is a bonus. Like, it is a bonus to help you feel more confident, and when you're there, you won't have more time to revise. That's just it. And then for those that their centers are far, like the university or the exam venue is far away from where you live, it's better for you to come to travel there early, a day or two early, so that you can plan. So on that day when you're going to write the exam, you won't start looking for places, especially when you don't know the area and you don't know the place. You're able to have one more day to like know how to know where your venue is. So on that day you're going straight to that place. You can't be running around on your exam. Don't joke, don't play with your exam. You have to be calm before the exams, then pray before you start the exam, because God will help you. As long as you're read, God will help you. That's just the truth. God will help you. As long as you have read, you have read. Anyway, you have to be calm, because tension, fear can make you do a lot of things. Fear can make you lose a lot of things, especially during exam when you're feeling afraid and tensed. Your sweat, even if you don't see something you don't, even if you see something you don't know, there's no way that the whole 20 questions is going to be something you don't know, especially if you've read. There's no way all 20 questions you will not know it, unless those who do not want it. It's not possible. So even if you see something you don't know, just skip it, go to the easy ones. If you watch my jamb video, you're able to understand. You skip the hard ones, do the easy ones first, then you come back to it when you have more time, and then calm down to write it. Because if you're rushing, you won't be able to finish everything. And if you focus on the hard ones, the easy ones that you're supposed to answer, in fact, you will not even finish your whole exam. The computer will submit at this, like, instantly. Like, post-UTME and jamb has that thing in common. Like, the way they write their exams, the way the exam is like staged and everything, both of them, they are the same. So don't play with them. Don't waste time. So you have to be time conscious when writing the exam. Don't allow fear to enter you. So, but just be time conscious. Do the easy ones first before going to the hard ones. And after everything, you review and revise before you click submit. And then before you even write the exam, so if you have to know the cutoff mark for the department, because it will help you. It will help you to know the cutoff mark for the department and for the school, so you know if you're eligible. I should have said it before, but you should know before you start writing the exam, so you know if you're actually eligible for the course. And you won't be disappointed if you see your name on that place, but God forbid. Anyway, make sure you have all your documents ready on that day. Like, be carrying it. All your stationaries, carry it. If carry 2 of each things, 2 eraser, 2 pencils, 2 sharpener, 2 This was the same thing we did in common entrance, but do the same. Carry 2 of each. Especially pencils. Carry 2 pencils. 2 pencils. They are the most important. Pencils. Carry 2. Because the CBT, obviously, you don't need your pen, and they won't, I don't think they're going to give you any rough paper. So you have to do your working on your maybe your post-UTME form or whatever. You have to solve it there. So obviously you need pencil so you can clean it afterwards. They won't give you rough paper. If you use pen, it's there permanently. Just use pencil. Come with 2. So once one drops, you won't start picking it up and then start having to explain yourself. Oh, I wanted to pick this, I wanted to pick that. No, because that's a waste of your time. Don't do that. Then for those that are writing chemistry, make sure you know the first 20 elements and their atomic numbers, because they're not going to give it to you on that day. I'm not really sure that they will give you, but it's better for you to know them, especially if you put chemistry. It's better for you to know them, the first 20 elements. And then for those writing maths, just be informed that even for those doing science courses or medical courses, or that aspect, you might think, oh my gosh, there's no maths, there's no anything, I didn't put maths, and be prepared for maths. Although it will not be much, maybe 1 or 2, 3 or 4 questions, but maths will be there. I saw maths in my own. Maths will be there. That's just it. There are 4 courses you have to fill in for the post-UTME. English is a must. Then the other 3 are depending on your choice. So for people writing the maths, it's further maths questions, but don't be scared. It's not big. It's not this binomial theorem, like not that thing. It's like logs, indices, but just know that it's further maths. Like it is further maths topics that they're going to ask, because university maths is further maths in secondary school. We didn't know better that time when we were in secondary school, but now we know. So I'm trying to advise you people to be prepared. Even if it's indices, logs, sets, and sequences, read up on that. Not like focus on it, just like know how to solve them. If you know how to solve them, then any question that comes, you can be able to answer. You don't need to finish your whole textbook. So yeah, those are my tips. If you want more videos, please click down below, comment down below more videos, and I would love to bring out more videos for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click the bell icon next to it to get notified anytime I post a new video. Bye. I hope these tips were very helpful to you guys, and you guys should go and shine, go and get high scores for us. Bye.